It is May 18th of 2026, and this is the Court Gallery. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Today's compilation is a wild ride from start to finish. We kick things off with a divorce hearing where the marital home has been sold right out from underneath the wife's nose, and the judge is not happy. Then, stick around for a defendant who tries to zoom into his own in-person trial, blaming a sudden case of the flu. Yeah, right. And we'll close with one of the most serious cases we've seen. A woman whose life is spiraling out of control faces hard time, but her request to see her daughter graduate leaves the judge stunned. Bad decisions are leading to extreme disappointment for all involved, and it all starts right now.
Good morning.
Good morning.
This is file number 261752DO. The matter is captioned Darlene Walker Brewer versus William Brewer. And it appears that we have the parties here this morning. And we were together last on May 4th of the year 2026. Ms. Walker Brewer was concerned that Mr. Brewer is interested in maybe selling their marital home without her permission and wouldn't give her property back, allowing her access to the house. So the court did enter an order on that date, and that order provided that Mr. Brewer was not to dispose of any marital property without an order from the court, and he was to allow Ms. Walker Brewer to retrieve her personal property from the marital home within 5 days of the court order. Ms. Walker Brewer is back, claiming that the house is or is already sold and she hasn't got any of her stuff back. So Ms. Walker Brewer, if you would join me at the podium, we'll see if we can't get resolved. Would you raise your right hand with me? Do you promise that you will tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
Thank you. You may put your hand down.
The access to the property, he said I could have access in everything to the property, but I had found out why I had done the motion again, was I found out...
So you did get into the property to get your stuff?
No.
Okay.
I found out that he had, between the time that he was to receive the first notice and the time we came to court, that he signed the deed off.
After May 4th?
Not after the court date, before the court date, but he didn't tell you that day that he did that. But I found out one night that it was going to auction, and so I came right over to do the motion and got the motion filed. And they even had called and left a message for me stating that the auction could be stopped. And I made sure that he knew that, but he didn't stop the auction of the house. So the house got auctioned off. And we agreed that I could get into, get the stuff out of the house. He has to turn the keys over, I guess, July 1st, that I would be able to get in to the house. He's been staying, he went home a couple of times, but he's been staying up here because he doesn't have the funds apparently to go back. He didn't have the funds to go back home and come back up. So he's been staying up here. it went, it sold before we could get into court. It went to auction because
Was your name on the deed?
No,
It wasn't?
my name was not on the deed because when we were together, he was the one who had income as disability. And so it had always been that way. He moved in with me where I was at, and then a few years after that, we had got the marital home, and so the deed was in his name, even though my name wasn't. That was our home.
Assuming all of that is true, what are you asking the court to do?
Well, I was told not to finish filing the paperwork for divorce because that if I got a divorce, I wouldn't be entitled to any of the marital property. So
I don't know about any of that. I'm asking what you want the court to do.
nothing now because it got sold for auction. So I don't have any income coming in to be able to go get my stuff from the home.
So you never got your stuff?
No, because he hasn't been there either. So I wouldn't have been able to have gotten my stuff unless I paid for his gas too, because I have to pay him and pay his gas.
Why do you need him to get your stuff?
Because I don't have a key. He had locked me out.
It's a marital home. I don't see why you can't force your way into it.
I was told by the police I would have to pay to fix it.
Well, you certainly seem to listen to a lot of people that aren't lawyers.
Well, I didn't want to be arrested either.
No, good point. So you're not asking the court to do anything then today?
I don't know what I can ask.
Well, that's the problem. There's remedies for you, but you would need to, the court has the power and the authority to help you and make this right, but you would need to unlock the court's contempt powers. And that involves some legal work and using the court rules. And if you had counsel to help you, maybe legal aid or something.
I do have legal aid. That's how I got paperwork filed. That's who the lawyers are. I had 3 lawyers telling me everything. Plus I had 2 free sessions with 2 lawyers in town.
Well, they haven't advised you on how to unlock the court's contempt powers to make this right. They haven't told you how to do that.
No, I don't know how to ask the court to hold him in contempt.
That's right. He needs, if what you're saying is true, and you'll get a chance to speak in a minute, Mr. Brewer, he should be held in contempt of court to make an accounting for the monies that he's going to receive, or punish him for violating the court order, right? Those are what he did, if what you're saying is true, are very bad things, and he should be made accountable for them. But you have to unlock the court's contempt powers with the appropriate filings for me to be able to do that. Do you understand?
Okay.
And if you do that, then there will be an accounting, and he will be accountable. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay.
I did not understand anything except to stop the auction, but they didn't have a date, I don't guess, sooner.
Well, again, you needed to go through the right channels and file the right paperwork to be able to get that kind of extraordinary relief that you're looking for, right? So you just need some help. I'm sorry to say, you just need help to get you where you want to go. And your lawyers, I can't comment on what they've told you, what they haven't told you, but what you're doing isn't quite getting you there to get you where you need to go. It's just that's what it is. All right, thank you, Ms. Walker Brewer. I'll hear from Mr. Brewer.
No, we're not going to sit down, not the chair over.
Now, I'm not going to ask you, I'm not even going to place you under oath, but what I am telling you is that if you sold that home without her consent and in violation of that order, that's trouble for you. If she, excuse me, if she figures out how to unlock the court's contempt powers, that's trouble.
Yes, sir.
And I'm warning you that if she figures it out and what she's saying is true, that you've sold that home that's a piece of marital property, I just can't tell you the trouble that you're in. So
Okay.
I hope that that's not true. I hope that there's more to the story and then we're not getting it all. Because if she figures it out, you and I are going to have a very, very difficult conversation that could result in you being incarcerated. It could.
I understand that.
Do you understand?
Yes, I do, sir.
Okay, and you really ought to do all you can to make sure she gets her stuff back, not because there's a court order, but because it's the right thing to do.
Yes, sir.
Good God, man, excuse me, that's your wife. You may be getting a divorce, maybe the marriage is over, but it's still your wife, you know? You got to do the right thing. If it's a couple of bucks in gas, man, figure it out, get her stuff. You can see that she needs her stuff.
Correct, sir.
She's clearly worried, she's clearly distressed, she clearly has help. And you're very lucky that she doesn't have a lot of support in how to navigate in the courtroom. So do the right thing, at least help her get her stuff. Can you do that?
Yes, sir. I have offered to go down with her multiple times since the last court date.
When she's saying that you're going to make her pay gas.
I did not say anything about paying my gas in my vehicle. I just offered her, let me know what day you want to go down so I can unlock the house for you.
There you have it, Miss Walker Brewer. He's saying that he'll take you down there and you can get your stuff.
That I have to put him in my vehicle and take him with me to go.
What's that?
He's saying that he needs to go in my vehicle to go. That takes up more space in my vehicle.
Well, it looks like we've got at least the beginnings of some kind of compassion here that you can get your stuff back, and I'll leave the two of you to it. Thank you all very much for coming.
Thank you, sir.
Cavalry versus Cavalry SPV is Assany of Citibank versus Sabrina N. Paul. Sabrina Paul, 2600394.
Your Honor, I was on the phone with Mandarich Law Group. They're forwarding my message to a manager to find out why no one is here. I have no documents filed on it.
I'm going to go ahead and dismiss the case unless we receive something. I mean, I don't know what to do. It's always these Chicago firms. You know that?
Yeah, they're very hard to get a hold of as well.
I'm going to go ahead and dismiss it without prejudice. If they submit paperwork before I sign the order, I'll be happy to sign whatever it is that they give me, but they can't just not show up. Ayasadi, Joseph Abiasadi versus Christopher Andronic, 2600962. Do we have service? What's your name, sir?
Joseph Abiasadi.
Judge, there was alternate service obtained on this case.
Money, they will refund it if it has been paid. Okay. You're welcome. Bye-bye.
Have you talked to this gentleman, sir?
I did, they're no longer interested in buying the property.
How much is due on the land contract right now?
55,000 with each lot, or 2 lots.
And did they pay 120 for both lots?
Yes.
So you think that you have $110,000 owed? Do you have an order, Jennifer?
Judge Linda's bringing it down right now. I had it
Perfect.
typed and I just forgot to get it off the printer.
That's okay. Can you just give me 1 second? Okay. In fact, why don't you have a seat, and as soon as she comes down with it, I'll recall you, okay? You want to come up here, Mr. Abiastani? Joseph Abiastani versus Christopher Andronic, 2600962 SP. Your name?
Joseph, Abisai.
So you have total damages of $110,000, correct?
That's correct.
And less than 10% of the purchase price has been paid. Is that true? I mean, less than 50%,
Yes.
right? Okay, now give me that legal description if you would.
Vacant,
I just can't read it because it's a photocopy. Jennifer, do you have a good copy of that? You can read me?
vacant land, vacant land,
Wait a minute, slow down. What'd you say?
vacant land.
Okay, vacant land. Go ahead.
Lot numbers 73-029.
Wait a minute, slow down. Lot numbers, go ahead.
Repeat. 73-029-0017-000.
Okay,
Second lot is 73-029-0018-000.
and what are the property addresses there?
There are no address, other than just vacant lots.
Okay, so I'm gonna say an order of eviction may be entered. After the expiration of the order of eviction may be issued after 90 days if they don't pay the total amount, okay? And they just don't want the property anymore, huh?
Yeah, they just don't want it, and I just want to put it back out for sale. Just don't need it at my age.
What are you, 55?
I'm 80 years old.
You don't look it. You don't look it at all. John and I look it. You don't. Sir, why don't you hand me back what we gave you so you could read that to me? And we're going to take this down for you. Jennifer, double check, make sure I checked everything. Will you please on that before
Yes,
we
Your
give
Honor.
it out and go from there? Thank you.
So,
Yes, you are. Go down and get a copy of your judgment. Thank you.
thank you.
Capital One versus Kitchen, 2600741. Okay. Who do I have for Capital One on this one?
Good morning, Your Honor. Dorika Ertzberg, Pieto 136, appearing on behalf of Capital One.
Good morning, Ms. Kitchen, your name?
Margaret Kitchen.
Did you two talk, counsel?
Yes, Your Honor.
Any resolution?
Well, we are requesting a slightly extended discovery period of 90 days. Ms. Kitchen had filed a motion to stay on Saturday, I believe.
Motion to stay what?
Proceedings
Why?
to try and settle.
No, I can't do that, ma'am. You guys can certainly talk and continue doing what you're doing, but I'm going to give you some dates here, okay?
And
I'm
Your
gonna-
Honor, that motion was filed at 8 PM on Friday, so we have not processed it yet.
No, I get it. I
Okay.
get it.
I made a proposal that they rejected
Okay.
with a stipulated order, conditional dismissal that they rejected.
Well, how much is the total claim for, Ms. Gertzberg?
Sorry, if you could just repeat that, sir. I didn't actually.
How much is the total claim for?
Minus court costs, it's $7,607.46.
And what was your offer, ma'am?
60%, 4,000.
Well, Yeah, you know, I can't force him to do that. I can't force him to do anything, but here's what I will do. I'm gonna give you discovery until July 18th. Witness lists are due on June the 18th. There is going to be nobody demanded a jury trial.
Yes, they did. I
Who
did, Your Honor.
You demanded a jury trial? You gonna be able to try a jury trial on your own, ma'am?
43 years in the legal system,
Well, I know. What did you do?
the paralegal.
I know, but you never went to court, right? Look, I don't care.
I worked for Figer. I went to court.
Well, that's fine. All right, here's what I'm doing. Give me a jury trial date, Jennifer. So I'm going to just repeat so far. June 18th will be the witness list due date. July 18th will be the discovery cutoff date. You're going to have to submit. We're going to have a settlement conference date a month before the jury trial date, Jennifer. I'm going to put down 1/2 day for trial. And you give me a date in early September for the trial and second or third week of August for the settlement conference.
I'm sorry, Judge, you wanted the jury when?
Early second week of September, something like that.
Okay. We can do September 11th.
Okay. At 8:30 in the morning will be the trial date.
And
The
then we
settlement
have to
conference
go,
date, just back up. We could do that on August 24th, frankly. Let's do it on August 24th.
okay,
And we'll do it at 9:30 in the morning.
9:30, okay.
And then you don't have to submit voir dire questions, but you do have to submit proposed jury instructions. And those are due not later than 14 days prior to the trial. Not later than 14 days. So each of you have to submit proposed jury instructions. I will send this out. This was a credit card debt, right?
Yes.
Do you have a defense to this, ma'am?
Working on it.
What that means. Do you have one that's come to your head? I mean, do you have I'm just telling, listen, you know, I'm going to keep an open mind here, obviously, but credit card debts, they're usually pretty straightforward, but that's neither here nor there. I'll set these dates up. She can file her motion for summary disposition. You guys can conduct discovery.
When is the MSD date?
What's that?
When
All
is
motions for summary have to be filed and heard not later than 20 days before the trial date. So since the trial date is going to be on, you know what, Jennifer, let's let me see here. Yeah, that'll give you plenty of time. Discovery cutoff's July 18th, so you just have to have it filed and heard by what would that be? August the 28th?
Your Honor, I was gonna say I could give July 27th at 9 if they want the SD date now.
Okay.
July
27th at 9. It'll be after discovery cutoff and before our settlement conference.
So I'll just write that down. Motion. I'm gonna have to work with you on this one, okay? You said July what?
27th,
At what time?
9 a.m.
At 9 a.m., okay? All right, and if you have a motion, ma'am, you can file it for summary before, so it's heard that day, or if you have another motion in the meantime, you can file that, okay? Thank you very much. Good luck. You can set the motion to stay proceedings. I'm just telling you, Ms. Kitchen, I'm not going to be able to grant that, okay?
I understand.
We don't stay proceedings pending negotiations. So this will give you plenty of time. So if you still want me to have it heard, that's fine. I'll be glad to set that. Jennifer, why don't you just set it unless Ms. Kitchen wants to withdraw it, okay?
Okay, Your Honor.
Well,
Thank you very much. Who do you have there, Miss Lieutenant?
I have Sean Johnson.
Yeah, Sean Patrick Johnson, 260-648-429. Also, I have 25R 514397 A, B, and C. Okay, Mr. Granati, your appearance.
Morning, Your Honor. Peter Granata, P7843, and my niece is counsel for Mr. Johnson.
Sir, your name? Mr. Johnson, I need your name.
Sorry, Sean Johnson.
Lieutenant, your name?
Detective Lieutenant Steve Mercury, Rockwood Police.
All right, for purposes of arraignment, does he stand mute, wait formal reading?
Yes, Your
On
Honor.
the suspend, what about on these failures to pay?
Your Honor, I've had a chance to talk to Mr. Johnson, and they're on the last time he was supposed to be in front of this court on April 16th. His wife went into labor that day, and he failed to contact the court to let them know that he was indisposed. He was at the hospital with his wife. I believe that she delivered the very next day. But with all that was going on, he failed to get back in touch with the court to try to reschedule that date. And that's the reason for his failure to appear. The reason that his license is suspended is the citations that were written out of Gibraltar, the stop sign, no insurance, and mobile device. As soon as those tickets are paid, he should be able to go back into Secretary of State and get his license back. But unfortunately, Mr. Johnson has got a under financial hardship right now because his wife has been off of work because of her maternity leave and without pay. And they're already in a situation where they're on EBT and they have a bridge card as well as some cash assistance from the state. And we would ask the court to consider, even though he had a failure to appear, if you look at his criminal history, there hasn't been anything since 2014. And again, the only reason his license is suspended was unpaid tickets. We would ask the court to set a personal bond.
Man, I don't think I'm going to do that for you, Mr. Johnson. Why didn't you show up here? I get the fact that your wife went into labor. Did you have the baby?
Yes.
Did she have
She
the
ended up
baby
having him
healthy?
early.
Baby healthy?
He was premature and had to stay at the hospital for 2 weeks, but he's home now and doing good.
You got these tickets back in November of 25. You didn't show up for the department rep hearing. You didn't show up for the show cause. You didn't bother contacting the court on that day or subsequent thereto. Now you're in here again. You got a problem with me. Where do you work at?
I usually just do side jobs with my uncle.
Why aren't you working?
After I got the pulled over with the no insurance and everything, that was my mom's car, and she had just passed away right before I got pulled over, so I wasn't even aware that there was no insurance or anything. And it's like 3 weeks later, the car broke down and has since been repossessed, so I didn't have a vehicle.
You live on John R?
What's that? Sorry?
Do you live on John R Street?
John R. Street, yes.
Your Honor, if personal bond is not available, we would ask the court to set as low a cash bond as possible because setting a higher bond means that in effect, based on his financial hardship, there's no bond.
Gotta grow up, son. 2010% on the suspend. And I'll give you a personal bond on the Gibraltar, the Rockwood cases. We're going to set those for May the 21st. All of these will be heard on May the 21st at 10 a.m. Okay. May 21st, 10 a.m. And you got to post $200. Don't make this worse than it is. If you do this again, I'm going to call Trent and have him come get you. You got it?
I understand. Thank you.
All these are going to be on May the 21 at 10. Don't make things worse for yourself, okay? If he wants a court-appointed lawyer, Lieutenant, will you have him fill out a petition for one going forward, please? May 21.
Yeah, you already did.
Thank you
You already
very
told me I'm
much.
sending the court.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you, Judge.
Thanks a lot, Mr. Granada. Jeez. Time is this scheduled? 9:30? LBNV Funding LLC versus Teresa Roberts, 2601897.
Good morning. Once again, Your Honor, Brian Gruen, GR OEN, P number 56673 on behalf of plaintiff LVNV Funding.
You haven't talked to the defendant, have you?
There was, I think, some type of glitch with the equipment down at the courthouse, so they could not get us talking at all.
Your name, ma'am?
Lee Bondernock.
No, not yet. I'm on another case. I'm sorry. All right. So, ma'am, I'm going to give you dates. You have to file a witness list identifying the names of all your witnesses by June the 18th. Okay. There's discovery cutoff. That's the exchange of information. I'm going to set that in this case for July the 18th. Then the trial date will be August the 24th of 26 at 10:30 in the morning. I'm putting down half an hour for trial, no settlement conference. You don't have to file a trial brief. If you choose to file it, you have to file and exchange it not later than 7 days before the trial date. So if they have something you want, you can ask for it. They have to give it to you. If you acknowledge that you owe the debt, you could go in. This is only over $647.95. You agree that you owe that debt, ma'am?
I agree, I owe it, but I don't agree on the amount.
How much do you think you owe?
My credit limit was $300, and I did previously try to make arrangements with them because.
Yeah, but what happens is you start to get late fees.
Yes, and I had.
How much do you think you owe?
Maybe like 3 something, but I don't think.
Maybe like, okay, so one thing great about math, again, there's only one right answer, right? Nobody ever passed the test saying about 300 and something. You go figure out what you owe. I'm gonna give you these dates. Doesn't make any sense to go on if you don't have a viable defense. So figure out what you owe, go back and look at what they charged you, figure out if those charges are accurate. I'll give you these dates. We'll set it for a trial. If you want to talk to Mr. Groen in the interim, you can feel free to do that. And we'll go from there, okay?
I did want to speak to him previously to try to make some kind of settlement arrangements because I am working only part-time and I do have.
If you agree that you owe the amount
Okay.
and you guys resolve it that, you can also agree on an installment payment plan.
Okay.
And if you can't agree on the amount that you should be paying, that you can afford to pay, then you can file a motion and I'll decide. Okay? So, I mean, I would get on the phone with Mr. Groen here in the next few days, see if he can resolve it. And you guys can submit a consent judgment or a conditional dismissal, whatever you agree upon, and we can go from there. Okay?
Yes.
They're usually pretty good about, agreeing to payment plans. And if they don't, you think you can't afford what they're asking you to pay per week or per month or bi-weekly, then you file a motion and I'll decide. Okay? All right. Any questions? We'll send the pretrial order out here. You get it the next week. Okay? Good luck. So there it
Thank
is.
you, Your Honor.
Thank Lake Trust Credit versus John Andrew Jancy and Barbara Joe Jancy, 260-0737.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, Your Honor. Andrew Gallster, P 52839 on behalf of Lake Trust Credit Union.
Right. And where is Mr. Jancy?
Can you hear me, sir? I'm here with my wife, Barb.
Oh, I'm sorry. I could see you there now. I'm sorry.
Okay, yeah.
My apologies. Mr. Gallster, you are the third.
Yes.
Okay. And let's see, P number 52839. Okay. Tell me your name again, Mr. Jancy.
John Andrew Jancy.
Ma'am, your name?
Barbara Joe Jancy.
All right, so he thinks that you owe his client $22,607, 667.16, 22,667.16. Do you owe that amount?
I don't think so, sir.
How much do you owe?
That I don't know until I get discovery completed. My fundamental question on what I owe concerns reasonableness on the auction of the motorcycle and the timing and the process and procedures that they followed to dispose of that asset.
Okay, here's what I'm going to do. Same thing. Witness lists are due by June the 18th. I'm going to put down 1/2 hour for trial. That will occur on August the 24th. It's 10:30. You have until July the 18th to conduct discovery. That is the exchange of information. So you have to file your witnesses by June 18th. You have until July 18th to conduct discovery. You do not have to file a trial brief. If you choose to file one, you have to file and exchange it not later than 7 days before the trial date. Nobody demanded a jury trial here, right?
No.
Correct, Your Honor.
Okay, so I'm going to give you these dates. You can conduct your discovery. We'll go from there, okay?
Okay.
Is there anything else?
Yes, sir. Will I get the dates like in an email or a letter or whatever?
Yeah, I'm gonna sign a pretrial order. We got quite a few of these today and we're busy, but you should have it without a doubt in the next week.
Okay. Thank you very much,
Okay,
sir.
and it'll have all those dates and make sure you read it carefully. All motions for summary disposition have to be filed and heard not later than 20 days before the trial date. Okay?
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Have a great day. Thank you
Okay.
Thank you very much, Your
Good
Honor.
luck, folks.
Bye-bye. Thank you.
Thanks. Thank you. Creekside versus Alice Bester, file number 26011611.
Good morning, Your Honor. Jennifer Werbling appearing on behalf of the plaintiff in this matter.
Where is Alice Bester? There you are. Good morning, ma'am. Your name?
Good morning. My name is Alice Bester.
So we adjourned this a couple times, Ms. Werbling. We had it, we were in here on April the 20th, and then it got adjourned to May the 4th, and then we adjourned it again. I don't know if she was applying for funding. Did you apply for funding, Ms. Bester?
Yes, I did apply for funding, but everything was denied because I didn't have anything with the current amount that's due. But I talked to the lawyer and she said that with this judgment, I should be able to get funding.
Oh my
Well,
God.
they're not supposed to need a judgment. They don't need a judgment. The summons and complaint are sufficient. I don't know why we get that word sent back to us because it's just not accurate. Ms. Werbling, what do you want to do?
Well, Alice, I read what was owed and she indicated she was in agreement to either pay by money order by 5/20, by on or before 5/28, or she was going to leave.
All right, you want to give me the breakdown?
Sure. The rent to retain was $4,889.73, and then court costs were $191.07, and the total is $5,080.80.
All right, so did you two talk about a consent judgment or a conditional dismissal? Which was it?
We talked about a consent judgment.
So, ma'am, she tells me that you agree that you owe $5,080.88. Is that true?
That's true.
Do you understand you would have to pay this on or before the 28th of May or vacate? If you do neither one of those things, then you're going to be evicted. They're going to submit an application for a writ. I'm going to sign it and you'd be evicted. Do you understand that?
Yes, I do.
You agree to all those terms?
Yes, I do.
Does she have your permission to sign your name to the proposed consent judgment?
Yes.
Since you're unrepresented by a lawyer, you have 3 business days to come in here and fill out a motion to set aside the judgment. You have 10 days to appeal. Do you understand that?
Yes.
You fully understand everything?
Yes.
Any questions at all?
No questions.
Okay, Ms. Werbling, you can submit your judgment. Have a great day, you two.
Thank you,
very
Your Honor.
much.
Have a good day.
City of Dearborn versus Irvin LeBlanc.
Thank you.
Thank you.
2505282. And I want that other case here with Ms. Schneider and the defendant on that one. If you can, Teresa Roberts or whoever that might have been Teresa Roberts. Your name?
Christina Hawkins.
Sir.
6 months.
All right. Give me 1 second here. This is here for trial? You ready for trial?
We came to an agreement.
Your name, sir?
Irvin LeBlanc.
Okay, what is the agreement?
We agreed to conditional dismissal and beginning payments of $100 a month beginning on June 30th, 2026.
And how much is the total amount of the judgment?
$978.03.
That's the total amount including costs
Yes.
and attorney fees?
Yes.
All right, so sir, she tells me, is this a conditional dismissal? Do you understand that she's telling me that the case will be dismissed and that according to the terms of the conditional dismissal, you have to pay, you're agreeing to pay $978.03 at the rate of $100 per month, beginning June the 30th and the 30th of every month thereafter until paid in full. Do you agree to those terms?
I agree to those things.
All right. And does she have your permission to sign your name to that proposed condition?
Yes.
Okay. And does that have all the terms set forth?
Yeah.
Do you want to hand that up? Okay. Do you have any questions before I sign that, sir?
There's one thing I didn't ask her, so the insurance company is billed a different amount. So you'll just send me the matter.
Okay. Anything else?
That's it.
All right, you're all set. You can go down the hall and they'll give you a copy, both. Thank you very much. Midland Credit versus Lee Bondernock, 2601321. Who's here for the plaintiff? This is Midland Credit versus Lee Bondernock.
Your Honor, I've not had counsel check in. I have called and left a message with the firm.
Meadowlands and Lore. Meadowlands versus Noah Lore and Heather Lore, 2601738.
Good morning, Your Honor. Attorney Bears of Salem on behalf of the plaintiff.
Good morning. Your name is Lore?
Heather Lore.
So I don't know if it's your husband or what have you. Is Noah your husband?
No, he's my son. He's working. He has a really hard time getting out of work on his schedule.
All right, he was not here last time, and I did say he had to be here. What do you want to do? What are you guys doing on this one? What are you doing on this, Ms. Salem?
Your Honor, we did come to an agreement for a consent judgment. I can put the numbers on the record.
Okay, and it would have to be a default versus Noah, okay?
Correct.
Go ahead.
Rent is $3,129.93. Late fees are $80, and that's 2 months of late fees at $40 each. Court costs are $238.43 for a grand total of $3,448.36 to be paid on or before May 28th.
All right, ma'am, do you understand and agree to those terms?
Yes, sir.
Do you agree that you owe $3,408.36?
Yes, sir.
You understand you have to pay up that amount by May 28th. If you don't, you have to vacate. If you don't do either one of those, then you're going to be evicted. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
You have 3 business days since you're unrepresented by a lawyer to come in here and fill out a motion to set aside the judgment. You also had 10 days to appeal this. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
All right. Do you have any questions for me at all?
I do not.
Does Ms. Salem have your permission to sign your name to this proposed consent judgment?
Yes, sir.
All right, so you send that over, and again, it's a default versus Noah, consent versus Heather, and I will sign that. I wish you well, ma'am. Do you have any other questions?
No, Your Honor.
I'm not sure if it was just my phone breaking up, but the grand total was $3,448.36. I think I heard 3408, but it's 3448.
That's fine. You agree to that, Ms. Lore?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, so you're all set. You can send that over. Thank you very much. Good luck to you guys. Good luck, Ms. Lore.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
How about LVNV versus Schmidtke? Charlie
Your Honor,
Schmidtke.
Ms. Schmidtke is in the courtroom. This is a transfer case. I've not
Yeah, I
had
see
anyone
that.
check in yet on
Should
Zoom.
be Mr. Groen. Is Mr. Groen still out there? Or maybe he didn't
He
know
is
this.
not, but he may not be who handles matters for the 27th District Court.
Your
Would
Honor,
you-
I'm actually here, Lisa Schneider,
Oh,
covering
okay.
for Stanger.
Okay,
who's
let
the
me call
attorney.
that case. LVNV Funding LLC versus Carly Schmidtke. This is file number 2600660. I'm sitting as a 27th district judge on this. Ma'am, your name?
My name is Carly Schmidtke.
All right, Ms. Schneider, your name again?
Lisa Schneider on behalf of the plaintiff.
All right, so it looks like Judge DeSanto disqualified, I believe, and this was reassigned here. And this is the date scheduled for a pretrial. Did you two talk, Ms. Schneider, you and Ms. Schmidtke?
No, we did not.
Do you agree that you owe this amount that they claim, ma'am?
I do agree. However, I was not properly served.
Why weren't you properly served?
Nobody came to my door and gave me a summons and complaints.
How did you find out about this?
Well, it's a unique circumstance. I actually work for Judge DeSanto. I am a civil clerk. Therefore, I found out about the case by looking at the queue on my file.
All right. Well, I mean, I guess you could file a motion to quash the summons and complaint. But you appeared here, you're really submitting to the jurisdiction of the court. There's not really a reason to drag this on. If you know what I'm saying? And if you want to go into a breakout room and talk with Ms. Schneider, do we have proof of service here, Jennifer? I don't have
Your
it in my
Honor,
book.
all I received was the notification of the removal. Yeah, the DQ. And I emailed over to 27th and asked if we needed a pretrial, and I was told yes. So that's why one was set. We were never, I didn't receive any answer, proof of service from the 27th. So I just posed the question to them what we needed to do once it was disqualified.
Do you want to talk to Ms. Schneider, see if you can work something out?
I would like to, yes.
Can we get that computer going, John? Was there an issue?
I don't know what the issue was with the, I was talking to Will to see what the issue.
Okay, let's have you, Ms. Schneider, why don't you try to talk to her? We'll
Okay.
take her to a computer and put you guys in a breakout room, okay?
Sounds
All
good.
right, so you can go with my court officer. Thank you. Now, do I have Midland Credit versus Lee Bond or not? This is 2601321.
Your Honor, we've made 2 phone calls, left 2 messages, and still have no one from plaintiff's office that has checked in.
Miss Bondernock, you can unmute and tell me your name.
Apologies, Your Honor. Lee
That's
Bondernock.
Okay, listen, here's the problem. They didn't show up. Now, I can dismiss it, but they're going to file a motion to reinstate the case. I don't know why they're not here. We called them twice. They should be here. It's very surprising to me that this happens, but the lawyers didn't show up. I can either adjourn this 2 or 3 weeks, or if you want, I'll dismiss it. I'll dismiss it without prejudice, and they'll be able to file a motion to set aside the dismissal, which I'll likely grant, barring them intentionally not showing up.
Your Honor, I talked to a Mr. Henry Watts on May 5th, and we came to an agreement. I submitted a letter to the court in lieu of the notice to appear, and we've agreed on a payment schedule, and my first payment was actually made on Friday.
I hate that. Why didn't they send us anything? They didn't send us anything, Jen?
No, Your Honor, I checked the box multiple times today.
I'm going to
see what-
reschedule this for June the 1st. If they don't show up, I'm going to dismiss the case. You can convey that to them. 8:30 in the morning, June the 1st, okay? So
Okay,
that's what
thank
I'm
you.
doing. They got to at least tell us. Just common courtesy in the profession, you know what I mean? I don't need clerks
Right.
having to spend time calling lawyers and begging them to show up, but it happens more than I can imagine, more than I ever dreamed of. But at any rate, that's what I'm going to do. If they don't show up June 1, I will dismiss the case. Do I have Nichols and Ebert PC versus Samantha Duclos?
Yes, Your Honor.
Good morning, Mr. Lampkin. Your appearance?
Brent Lampkin on behalf of Nichols and Ebert PC.
Ma'am, your name?
Samantha Duclos.
Any resolution?
Not yet. I know we have discussed the potential of settlement, but I left it with Ms. Duclos, and I have not heard back from her since we last spoke about settlement. So
Ma'am?
No, Your Honor, we haven't. He offered.
I don't need to know.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
I don't really need to know what he offered. Are you close to accepting it or not?
I am not able to accept the conditions.
And because you don't owe the debt, or because you can't afford to pay at the rate he wants you to?
The latter, yes, Your Honor.
So here's what could happen today. If you agree and I don't care what you do. I can give you dates, we can set it for trial. But if you agree that you owe the debt, it doesn't make any sense to fight it. And there's two prongs of every lawsuit, essentially. One is whether or not the debt is owed, and two is ability to pay. So if you guys wanted to agree to a consent judgment on the total amount or whatever it is, including costs and attorney fees, I'll be happy to swear you to an oath today, and I'll determine how much you can afford to pay on a weekly, bi-weekly, or monthly basis. Does that make sense to you?
Yes, it does, Your Honor.
Do you want to do that, or you want to set it for trial?
My concern was the amount as well. I did question it with them, and that was where everything kind of started to happen. I questioned the amount with Mr. Eberth, who was my attorney at the time. And he said he would look everything over and get back to me. And that's kind of where we left that. So I didn't get a settlement offer from him.
Can I interject here? I want to bring
Of course.
something up with you. Mr. Eberth is our court management counsel.
Okay.
They pass budgets. He's the treasurer of Brownstown. I know Mr. Eberth. I want to disclose that it's not going to make one difference to me as to whether or not it's Mike Eberth or whoever else in the world. I'm not going to treat him worse. I'm not going to treat him better. I'm not going to treat you worse. I'm not going to treat you better, but I want to disclose that. And if you have any questions regarding my relationship with him, you can ask me questions.
Okay.
Do you want to ask me any questions?
No, I have absolutely no issues with Mr. Eberth. He was a great attorney.
No, I just want to make sure that you don't have a problem with me handling the case, ma'am.
No, if there's no biases, I have no issues.
Okay. Okay, so tell me how far you guys are apart. Maybe I can help you. If I can't, I shouldn't really be getting involved in settlement negotiations a lot on a bench trial. To be honest with you, I don't do it.
Right.
But if you guys are real close, maybe I can help. If not, fine. I'll just set it for trial. Do you agree that he did the work that he's charged you for?
I was not sure of that aspect of it. I was concerned that in 2 months, my balance had accumulated almost $7,000. So I was just like caught off guard with that. And so when I
Divorce
reached
is
out,
finalized now, right, ma'am?
yes,
Were there
everything's done.
children?
Yes, there were children.
Okay. But I mean, do you have any questions about whether or not he did the work?
We're happy to try the case, Your Honor, if she wants to do that. And we'll stand by our work. Mr. Eberth will testify. There's also was communication with her a year ago about resolving the balance, and she was supposed to get back to him. He has text messages that he supplied to me and I gave to her to prove that he was in communication with her. She probably just can't afford to pay it. So now she's questioning the charges, and I understand that position, but we're happy to just present that to the court if she just.
So, ma'am, it really is very simple. You can either tell me, Judge, I just want to go to trial. I want them to prove what the fees were, that they were reasonable and necessary to the handling of my case. Or you can say, you know what, I agree with the amount that they're seeking, and I want to just cover the issue of an installment payment order. It's up to you. I don't want to put you into bankruptcy, but they do have the right to have their money paid.
Right.
And so you tell me what you want. It's entirely up to you.
My only concern was the large increase, and it caught me off guard. And I actually reached out to Mr. Eberth first.
Ma'am, if you don't want to settle this, you don't have to settle this. I can just set it for trial if that's what you guys want me to do. It does not matter to me. I'm not trying to pressure you into settling, not settling. I could care less. So I can't resolve that right now. If you think there's an issue that maybe you were overcharged, we'll just set it for trial. If you want discovery, that is the exchange of information. I'll be happy to give you dates on that. Whatever you guys want to do, it's up to you.
Well, I was looking for more of a settlement amount than, because I can't afford to pay the rate he was asking for.
Well, you signed a retainer agreement at that though, right? Did you not, did you, or did you not sign a retainer agreement?
I did.
You had to think about that before you sign the agreement. I mean, I know lawyers are expensive, but there's a lot of hidden costs. You know, they're paying secretaries and all these other, office rent, malpractice insurance, postage, phone bills, you name it. There's a lot to that, but.
And Your Honor, this was not a simple matter. It got very complicated, and there were they had reconciled at one point, refiled again, had a pretty extensive mediation. There's a lot of things that we would be presenting.
How much was his total fee?
Yes.
How much was his total fee?
Oh, his total fee. I don't know that offhand. I do know the outstanding balance, but which is over $9,000 at this point.
All right. Was there a lot of court hearings regarding maybe custody issues or something similar, ma'am?
The final two invoices were for mediation. We had mediation one time and that was the 6,400.
Yeah,
That's why I was
mediation's
caught off
expensive. They're
guard.
paying mediators. They're paying the lawyers. How much did the lawyer get paid? Do you know, that mediated the case?
We paid the mediator on our own.
Okay. How many hours did he include for mediation, Mr. Eberth or his partner or whoever?
I believe it was 2.5 hours, 3 hours, around there.
Well, that's not much.
But he and I paid the mediator directly. I didn't have Mr. Eberth pay the mediator.
As Your Honor probably knows, it's not just the attending mediation and showing up for a couple hours to talk.
Preparing for it.
Lots of that. And there's lots of communication in the we send out monthly statements, Your Honor, that detail everything that we're doing on a file. And she would receive these every single month. And
you tell me what you want to do, ma'am. Do you want me just to set it for trial?
I don't personally want to go to trial, but I cannot afford the terms that he was looking for. I can't afford the monthly rate he was asking.
So that's where I said I would come in. If you agree that you owe the debt, you two can agree to a consent judgment in that amount. I can have a hearing right now for installment payments. I will ask you questions. You can testify. He will ask you questions. I'll determine how much you can afford to pay on either a weekly, bi-weekly, or monthly level, or installment payment plan. And if that's fine, we'll continue that now. If not, I'll just set it for trial. Whatever you want. I mean, you can't just say to me, Judge, it's too much money. You're not giving me a reason to say he overcharged you. You're not giving me a reason to say anything about the installment payment order because I don't know anything about it. I don't know how much you make. I don't know where you work. I don't know how many expenses you have. So let's take one thing at a time. Do you want a trial or do you want to settle at the rate that Mr. Lampkin agreed to? And I'm talking about the amount that he agreed now, not the installment payment amount.
Okay.
I can handle that separately.
I think I was just in the mental space of Mr. Eberth coming to me with a settlement amount because of the amount. So accepting the amount is difficult.
I'll just set it for trial. Do you guys want discovery or not?
Short period. I don't know that we need much, but maybe it might help to know some more financial information for that portion of the trial regarding ability to pay once we determine what the balance will be.
Give you guys until July 18th to conduct discovery. There will be no ADR. Witness lists in this case are due on June the 18th. Nobody demanded a jury trial, correct?
Correct.
I'm going to set the trial again for August the 24th. And that'll be at 10:30 in the morning. At 10:30 in the morning. Nobody has to file a trial brief. If you choose to file one, you have to file and exchange it not later than 7 days before the trial date. No voir dire questions, no jury instruction questions. I think that should cover it. Let me just see here. Seven, two. Do you have any questions of me, ma'am? I'm going to send out this pretrial order. You guys should have it next week.
Yes, Your Honor. What was the July 18th date? What was that?
That's the discovery cutoff. If you want to conduct discovery, you have until July 18th. So if they have documents you might want to see that would bolster your case or defeat their case for attorney fees, then you can go ahead and submit that, whether it's discovery for documents, interrogatories, depositions. It does not matter, okay?
Okay, thank you, Your Honor.
Good luck to you both. Thank you very much. Tiffany Hall versus Top Speed Performance and Repair. And then I have a counterclaim, Top Speed Performance and Repair versus Anthony Hall. Your name? What's your name, ma'am?
Amber.
Amber what?
Smith.
What is your relationship with Mr. Hall? All right, congratulations. Did you talk to these guys?
Yeah, they were supposed to be here today, but they're on Zoom.
Why are they on Zoom?
I don't.
I'm on Zoom because currently myself and my son are recovering from being sick. I didn't want to come in and risk getting anyone else sick.
I thought I told you guys you had to be here in person. Didn't I say that? Am I wrong?
I actually have on a sticky note when I went to go and submit the copies of my forms that day. I believe it was one of your clerks that gave me the Zoom meeting and said it was okay that I did by Zoom as well.
Did it?
I'm sorry.
I wrote in person. I don't write in person unless I tell them you have to come in person.
Oh, I do have the sticky note in her handwriting.
I don't care what she said. I'm telling you what I said, and I said in person. I didn't say you could appear by Zoom. If I'd have said Zoom, you could appear by Zoom, I would have written it down. So you're sick with what?
The flu. Didn't know. Just didn't want to be super contagious around anybody. And, plus Bobby Kelly.
And you are here for Top Speed Performance?
I am. I'm the owner.
And you were here before, right?
I was. Yes, I was there in person.
Didn't you have somebody else with you?
I did. He was unable to come today. For what reason?
Did you bring
Unbeknownst
who you
to me.
guys need to bring to prove your case? I mean, listen to me.
Yeah.
Who?
Right here.
Well, wait a minute. Slow down a second. Is she a licensed mechanic?
No, but she talked to him on the phone. So she can tell you what he said to her.
Did you? Hang on. Hang on. So he didn't swap out all the components?
So what happened is.
Just tell me briefly, because I don't even know if I'm going to.
That's what I was paying him to do, to swap.
How much did you pay him?
I ain't paying anything yet, but he was supposed to get $5,000. But he did not do the job.
Why are you suing him for $7,000 if he did something?
I gave him two motors. One motor was a fully built bottom with some heads that we sit on. Another motor came out of my cocker.
All right, hang on a second. Did you call the court and tell us you were sick this morning?
I tried to get through, but I couldn't. I could not. I didn't know what extension call.
Who'd you call?
I called Woodhaven. I just Googled Woodhaven District Court and tried to get through and couldn't get it through.
What do you mean? At what time?
It was 9 o'clock this morning. If need be, Judge, I have no problem. If you're okay with adjourning for a week or so, I'll come in
Mr.
person.
Kelly, here's the problem. I made these people come in here in person. They drove from Detroit. We
No,
have
I
courtesy.
actually, I live
Listen,
in
please
Dearborn
don't
Heights
interrupt me.
myself.
Gosh, why do people think, I don't know why. I must, it just to say, please interrupt me. Before
I'm sorry, excuse me.
Kel, there's no way that we blocked your phone.
Oh, I'm not stating
There's,
that.
look, don't, you didn't call at 9 o'clock. Don't make it sound like you're trying to get through to the White House here. We answer the phones. You tell me what phone number you called. You put it up there right now. You called on your cell phone, right?
No, I called from I called from my wife's phone.
Right, go get her phone and I'll take a look at it.
She's not currently here.
You
She's at
didn't
work.
call, did you, Mr. Kelly?
I did, Your Honor, I did
Who'd
call.
you talk to?
I didn't talk to anyone.
What number did you call?
I would have to Google it. Like I said, I Googled the phone number.
You have your phone?
Yes.
Why don't you right now go online and call your wife? Well, I'll stay right here.
Ugh.
Call your wife and find out what phone number she called, or you called on her phone number. She can read it back to you, right? We all want to do that. Right?
Okay.
You didn't call, did you, Mr. Kelly?
I did call, Your Honor.
You did, but we just didn't answer the phone?
Well, I don't know what it was. Listen, I'm an Android person. I have an iPhone now. And every time I try to make a call, it's blank. I call back, there's no sound. So that's my issue.
Did the phone ring?
It did not ring. It was just silent.
We didn't have any problem with our phones this morning, did we?
I don't think it was a
Jennifer?
problem with your side. I think it's my
No,
side.
Your Honor, not that I'm
You
aware
didn't
of.
call, did you, Mr. Kelly?
Your Honor, I did call.
Do I have to have you call your wife while I'm on here and find out whether or not you called?
I mean, my wife can, if you need be. But what I'm saying, Your Honor, is like I said, if you want to, if this is a thing, we can. I don't have a problem adjourning and coming in.
Adjourn it for you for 2 weeks, and you're going to pay them costs. You pay him costs of $150 because you should have at least called where we could have called him and told him, and then he wouldn't have to drive from Detroit. I wouldn't want to drive from Detroit or Monroe or any other place that's a half an hour away. That's an hour portal to portal. Why would he want to waste his time doing that?
Well, if I wasn't sick, I'd have been there. You know, I'm not this.
Sir. Case adjourned 2 weeks. Defendant to pay $150 in costs to plaintiff at his address at 10426 Aurora in Detroit. That's it, right? Right? 48204. You're going to send it there. You have that address?
I do. I have it. If it's accurate on his paperwork, I have that.
We're going to send it by May the 27th. He needs to receive it by May the 27th. We'll reset this for June the 1st, Jen?
Yes, Your Honor, at 10 o'clock.
At 10 o'clock. Okay?
Okay, check okay?
Yeah, check's okay. Just make sure it clears. If not, that's a crime. Granite Televalley versus Carmelis Estevan Williams in Fane Elizabeth Long, 2602033.
Jarrett Levine for the plaintiff.
They here, I don't see them, Jennifer.
I had them marked. Yes, I do see they were here. You know what? They're still in the breakout room. Sorry. Let me get them out.
Take your time. Okay, so
What?
I'm going to call this case again.
They're back, Judge. I apologize.
Granite Televalley versus Carmelis Estevan Williams and Fane Elizabeth Long, 2602033. They need to start their videos.
Sorry about that. Can you hear me?
Yeah, but I need you to start your video.
Sorry, can you hear me now?
Ma'am, I can hear you. Now you just muted, but I need you to start your video.
Sorry, can you see me?
I can see you now. What is your name?
Yes, Brianna Williford Long with Fane Long and Carmelis Williams.
Say that again.
Brianna Williford Long with Carmelis Williams and Fane Long.
You're not a party to the action, are you?
Yes, me and Carmelis Williams and Fane Long. Fane Long is my grandmother. I'm on the lease, and so is Carmelis Williams.
Where
She's
is
our
everybody?
co-signer.
I'm looking at a sky right now with the sun, which I'd like to be out
Can
in the
you hear
sun
me?
and all that.
Yes, can you see me?
Yeah, I can see you, but I need to have 3 parties here, and I don't want to be looking at the sky. Okay?
Yes, it's me and Carmelis.
Tell me you're not in a moving vehicle.
No, I'm not in the moving vehicle. I'm at work and I'm trying to talk to you. Can you hear me? Hey,
Can hear
can you
you.
hear me?
I can hear you. I can't see you. I see a blue sky, which looks beautiful. Now I can see you.
Oh, sorry. Can you see me?
Where's Fang Long now?
Fane Long, she's in a nursing home, and Carmelis Williams, we're both at work. I didn't have time to try and schedule this for the morning.
Deceased.
Hello?
Carmelis Williams is at work with you?
No, we work separately, sir. My grandmother was our co-signer. Can you hear me?
Can hear you. I'm going to adjourn this 1 week. I'm sorry. I'm going to have everybody come in here in person. If somebody's not capable of coming in here, if she's in a nursing home, you should have her come in here, or you can have her Zoom, but I can't do this, okay? I'm going to go ahead and
Who's
adjourn
present
this
on
1
Zoom?
week. Jennifer, give me a date.
Yeah,
1 week. Judge Hessen could deal with this.
Who's present on Zoom, though? I'm not sure I caught her name.
It's just me and Carmelis Williams.
It's one person, though.
Ma'am, wait.
Yes.
Just wait. Jennifer, give me a date 1 week from now.
We'll do May 26th at 10:30.
May 26th at 10:30. Everybody's going to have to show up. If somebody is in a nursing home, I think you said your grandmother is?
Yeah, grandmother was in a nursing.
She can appear by Zoom. Carmelis, right, is in the nursing home?
No, Carmelis is my boyfriend. We're both at work. I'm at work. He's at work.
He's not present. Doesn't sound like. And who is this person? Did we catch her name?
What is your name again, ma'am?
My name is Brianna Williford Long. I'm his girlfriend. Carmelis is my boyfriend, and my grandma is the one who co-signed.
Brianna Long. Hang on.
No longer here. Yes.
Carmelis and Brianna need to appear in person next week, May 26th at 10:30. Okay? You got to appear in person. And then the Brianna, that's Brianna and Carmelis need to appear in person. And to Fane Long, is that your grandmother?
Yes, she's no longer here.
She's in a Zoom hearing. I mean, she's in a nursing home, right?
No, she was in a nursing home. She's no longer here. Can you hear me? She's deceased. She passed away last October.
I didn't hear that. I'm sorry. I'm just not getting you. She's been deceased since last October?
Absolutely not.
Ma'am, come on. Talk to me, please. I got all these people waiting.
Yeah, it's just us. It's me, Carmelis Williams, and my grandmother was the one who co-signed for us.
Is she deceased?
Yes.
A minute ago, she was in a nursing home, Your Honor.
That's what I thought.
No, she was in a nursing home before she's deceased.
Do we have a death certificate or an obituary?
Do you hear me?
Do you have a death certificate you can send Mr. Levine?
Yes.
Okay. And we'll adjourn this 1 week, but both of you got to be here in person. I'm adjourning this, and I'm talking about you and Carmelis. It's going to be May 26th at 10:30, and you'll be in front of Judge Hessen, okay?
Okay. Thank you.
Good luck. Thank you. Granite Televalley versus Shannon Allen Woolsey, 2602034.
Garrett Levine for the plaintiff. See Miss Woolsey.
What's your name, ma'am?
Jessica Woolsey.
Wait a minute. Keep your voice up nice and loud. I got a Shannon Woolsey is the party.
Correct. Shannon's my husband. He no longer lives in the home. He hasn't lived in my home in over a year. So it's me.
All right, was this the first hearing? Did you listen to and understand the rights?
Yeah, I know them. I
You
filled
wish
out
to
an SCR. I'm just waiting for a response.
Okay. All right, so
We keep this on track with the June 1st date, 10 a.m.
yeah, I'll do that. I would have given you the other one. I adjourned to May, June 1. At what time again, Jen? 10?
10 a.m. Yes, Your
So
Honor.
I'll just, Jessica Woolsey was here, and husband is Shannon. Are you guys separated or divorced?
No, we just aren't together anymore. He lives
Well,
in
I
a
mean-
whole different home with his new girlfriend. Like, we don't pay our bills together or anything together.
I know, but are you still legally married?
Yes.
I want to think about changing that. You do what you want, but that's up to you.
I know.
Okay? So
Working
we'll
on it.
see you here. You'll be in front of Judge Hudson on June 1 at 10.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
30, Grosio Township versus Christopher Clinton, 2602036. All right, Ms. Kolb, I saw her out there somewhere.
Yes, I did have her out here. She's
There
there.
you are, Ms.
She's back.
Kolb. Your name, please?
Kristen Kolb, Your Honor.
Sir, your name. Your name.
Chris Benson.
All right, just keep your voice up nice and loud. This is for termination of tenancy.
Yes, sir.
Correct.
Why don't you need to leave?
I've been asked to leave. I just got served on 30 days.
Well, I know, but they sent you the notice to quit, right? They sent a notice to quit on February the 26th.
I did not receive that, sir.
Who's James McNeil or Jamie McNeil or something like that, or McNee?
Janelle McNee, she is on here today, Your Honor.
Miss, where is she?
Here she is. She's coming.
Hi, Your Honor.
I'm sorry, I don't see you. There you are. Your name, ma'am?
Janelle McNee.
Who's this with you?
This is my intern, Luke Ruddy.
All right. Okay. Good morning, Mr. Reddy. You want to come over here and do this? Huh?
Good morning. Good morning.
All right. Did you serve him with a notice to quit on February 26th?
I did. Via mail. I sent it first class mail to his home address.
They gave you till March 27th to move.
I did not receive that.
You know you can't stay there if they want you out, right?
Verbal agreement, so I thought that we were on track to get things straightened out.
Verbal agreements with who?
With, you know,
What were the verbal agreements?
I just would tell her when I was going to bring in payments and I would pay them when I was trying to get paid down. And
I don't think it has anything to do with the payments. It has to do with the fact that your lease expired. You went to a month, and they have the legal right to
I understand that, but I wasn't asked to leave. I wasn't given a 30-day notice to quit.
I mean, I don't know what to tell you. I've got a proof of service here. It tells me she mailed it to you. I mean, I'd feel bad if it got lost in the mail, but
It's in this paperwork here. That's the first time I've seen it.
can you be out by the 28th?
No,
When can you be out by?
I was hoping for at least the 30 days to quit. I don't know how it's just not humanly possible. I understand everything. I would rather try to come up with the money.
Grosio Township owns a home on HCL Jackson, is that right?
It's a
No, Your Honor, that's his home address.
commercial building.
I see. Well, how much time can you give them, Ms. Cole?
I guess that's a question for Miss McNee. I understand she's been looking for new tenants and I don't know if she has one secured. Your Honor, if I may too, a letter was sent to Mr. Clinton in January. He claims he never, indicating that they wanted him to move out of the township's property. He claimed to me he'd never received that. But Miss McNee made me aware of a text message exchange with Mr. Clinton wherein he said he received the letter. So he's known since at least January, you know, despite the fact that his lease expired October 31st last year, but he's known since January the township wanted him out.
I mean, you have that message still, Ms. McNee?
I have a text message and I'm gonna, sorry, Mrs. Cole, I'm gonna correct you, but there was a text message that I had notified Mr. Clinton on the 26th of February that I was moving forward with a notice to quit. On that day, it was mailed, and there was a text message that I received on that day that Chris had received, Mr. Clinton had received a letter that was sent back in January.
Yeah.
So this has been an ongoing conversation between the tenant and the landlord, ourselves as the Township of Grosse Ile, that we have been trying to receive payments, and we have been more than accommodating on receiving these payments and have not received any. And some payments have been received, Judge, that have been bounced. And this has been known to the tenant for multiple occasions.
Anything else, sir? I'm sorry, I'm gonna have you out of there by June the 1st. I'll give you that weekend. That's gonna be the writ date. It'll be after hearing, Ms. Cole. Can you send that over, please?
Yes, I will, Your Honor.
June 1, you have to be out. I'm sorry. Good luck.
So happens if I cannot, yeah.
They're gonna come out and they're gonna have to evict you. Including, I don't know what kind of business is this? I mean, they're gonna be, you gotta get that stuff out of there. I mean, I don't even wanna think about what we have. Okay? Good luck. That's it. I'm sorry.
Thank you.
Have a good day. Spellswin House versus Helen Mulliken, 2602056. Helen Mulliken, unmute and state your name. Mr. Butchart, your appearance.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Brian Butchart, P 66250 for the plaintiff.
Ms. Mulliken, you gotta unmute and state your name, please. Oh, boy.
Helen Mulliken.
There you go. Okay. Did you listen to and understand the rights on the video?
Yes, Your Honor, I did.
Do you wish to speak to a lawyer or apply for funding?
No, I'm going to represent myself.
How much is owed, Mr. Butchart?
Judge, this is actually filed as a termination of tenancy action, so
My apologies.
I could barely hear you.
Well, next, I'll tell you what, we're gonna make it easy. Next time you come in person, how's that? Dependent to come in person next time.
Okay, well, I can sort of hear you. Can I state my case?
No, you can't. I can't see you.
Oh.
You got a little phone, you're turning your ear over so you can see. I don't want to look at the side of your head. No disrespect intended.
Okay.
So I'm adjourning this. I'll either give you the 26th or June 1st. What is better for you, Mr. Butchart?
Judge, we'll take either date. I don't know if the court wants to quickly look at before inviting Ms. Mulliken in person. I don't know if you want to take a look at the allegations in the notice to quit.
Sure, go ahead. My apologies. I'm trying to. What is it for?
Well, Judge, it was for failure to first report and then subsequently to cooperate with treatment of a bed bug infestation. So I don't know if the court has any protocols on having people in person with that.
Your Honor, if I may, she has just disconnected.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't have any of that. All I had to see, please see attached NTQ and letter. I didn't have the letter or allegations.
Understood, Judge. Yeah, it's a bed bug issue, so I just wasn't sure if the court was taking any particular precautions and having somebody in.
I didn't see that at all.
She went back into a breakout room. I'm trying to get her back. There she is.
Get her out. There you are. Ms. Mulliken. Ms. Mulliken.
Yes.
Okay. I'm scheduling this, but we're gonna have a conversation, so don't leave. May 26th is at 10:30, John?
Yes, Your Honor.
Ma'am, do you have bed bugs there? And why aren't you cooperating so they can get them out of there? That's not healthy.
The what? May 26th at 10:30?
Listen to my question. Yes, May 26th at 10:30. Mr. Butchart just told me you got bed bugs in there and you're not cooperating to help them get out of there.
No,
Allow
that's
them
not
to treat
true.
them.
That's not true. On March 20th, they did spray, even though I was not totally prepared to have them come. They did spray. They have been here 5 times every other week. I still see bed bugs. My apartment is in disarray because we hired a company to come in and stage it for this, just for the pest control to come in. Everything's pulled out from the walls. I've lost a lot of clothes, some furniture. I'm doing everything that I'm supposed to be doing. I don't go into the common areas. I do everything I'm supposed to do.
You want to try to get them out there again, Mr. Butchart, before then?
Judge, I know they come out on a schedule, I believe, because you can't have the treatments too close to one another. I don't know when the last attempted treatment
Well, the
was.
last one was last Friday. What I don't understand is they found them on a Monday, but didn't even come out to spray until Friday. I was not totally prepared, but they did spray and we rescheduled for the next Tuesday. And
Which
then
is
it's been
tomorrow?
every other week on a Friday.
Wait. Is that tomorrow they're supposed to come out again?
No. That was way back in the beginning.
I thought you said last Friday they came out and they sprayed and you weren't prepared.
No.
Wait,
On
please.
March 20th,
Ma'am.
I was not
Well,
prepared.
you said they've been spraying every 2 weeks. This is May 18th. When were they last out?
Last Friday.
Well,
the 5th,
that's what I said. And then you
or
said they were
whatever.
coming. What's last Friday? 3 days ago or 10 days ago?
3 days ago.
And they're supposed to come out then, you said the following Tuesday, which I said
No,
would be
that was in the beginning. And they were
why are we going
supposed to
why are we
come.
talking about the beginning now? I didn't say anything about the beginning, did I?
No,
Well, why you're confusing me to death here? You just said they were out last Friday. When are they scheduled to come out again?
I don't know. I have not received notice again. But they've been out 5 times.
Well, okay, let's get them out there 7 and 8 and 20 if we need to. I don't know what's going on. I don't know how bad it is, but
Judge, I'll check with the property. I don't know if they're still running into, there's some very strict and specific preparation protocols that the pest control contractors give to residents.
And everything was done. Everything was done.
Ma'am, just let me finish.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Just let's try to cooperate with them. I'm giving you a court date for next Tuesday, May the 26th at 10:30. You have to be in person, okay?
Okay, that's fine.
You have to be in person, all right?
Okay.
I wish you well. Let them into spray, and it's not going to be your fault if you do that. It's going to be somebody else's fault. Thank you.
Okay, I'll be there next Tuesday.
Oh, here's your supplement that was just handed to me. Wow. Hang on.
Okay, I'm hanging.
You're not going to try to self-treat these bed bugs, are you?
No.
You're going to let them
assumed I was.
You should never assume anything, but you're going to wait. You're going to let them in and spray, right? And take care of this?
They assumed that I was self-treating. I was not.
I didn't ask you that. I asked you, are you going to let them in to do their work?
Oh, yes, always.
Well, okay. You're going to be back in front of Judge Hessen next week. So I hope that there's some action taken on this, okay?
Well, they've been coming regularly every 2 weeks.
We'll see you here next Tuesday at 10:30, May 26th.
I will see you then, sir.
Thank you. All right, come on up here, ma'am. LVNV versus Carly Schmidtke, 2600660. All right, Ms. Schneider, your appearance
Lisa Schneider on behalf of the plaintiff.
and your name.
Harley Schwenke.
Any resolution?
No, Your Honor. This is a very, it's a small balance case, but the defendant is still arguing the service of process issue.
It has nothing to do with anything at this point. You showed up. You're not gonna get it dismissed on a technicality like that. You're here.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying to you?
Yes.
If you think you owe the debt, it doesn't make any sense to prolong it.
See that.
So you want to agree to a judgment and we can set up a payment plan for you?
I would like to do a motion for installment payments.
You don't need to do that. We can do all that verbally. I can handle that right today. I can swear you to an oath. And then you'll tell me what kind of debts you have, what kind of income you have, and I'll be happy to rule on that.
Okay, we can proceed with that.
So you want to consent to the judgment in the favor of the plaintiff and against you in the requested amount of $652.78 plus costs and attorney fees?
Yes.
Okay, so do you want to give me that breakdown now, Ms. Schneider?
The 652.78. I'm not certain what the court fees are.
You got a $55 filing fee.
I do have the process server fee.
How much is that?
That is, 1 second. I apologize. I am trying to get that.
Do you know how much it is, Jennifer? I don't have that on this sheet.
Your Honor, I don't have any of that because it's not our case.
Oh, that's
I don't
right.
have access to their M file.
I have it. I'm just trying to pull it up. It's just giving me difficulty pulling it up. It is $47.96.
So you have $102.96 in fees. Are you collecting the, you asking for the statutory attorney fee?
Yes.
And your principal sum is $652.78. So it should be $755.74 plus the $75. It should be $830.74 is the total amount. Do you agree to that?
Yes.
Does she have your permission to sign your name to a consent judgment indicating that you're going to pay $830.74? And then I'll conduct the installment payment hearing now, and we'll put that on a separate document. Is that,
Yes.
you agree to that?
I agree.
And you agree that you owe the $830.74?
Yes.
Okay, so you're gonna sign her name to a consent judgment, and you're gonna waive the notice requirement on the motion, correct, Ms. Schneider?
Yes.
Raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear affirm under penalties of perjury that the testimony you'll give in these proceedings will be the whole truth self you got?
I do.
Okay, ma'am, where do you work? You work at the 27th District Court?
Correct.
Are you full or part-time?
Full time.
How much is your salary there?
18 hourly, 40 hours a week.
8?
Net income after taxes about 1,000 bi-weekly.
All right, so you make $18 an hour, you work 40 hours a week. You're saying your net every week, every 2 weeks is about 1,000.
Correct.
Do you have any children?
No.
Are you married?
No.
How much do you think you can afford to pay in whatever increments?
Honestly, with everything going on right now, I have student loan payments that are pretty high as well. I know that doesn't really matter for the record, but that's what's eating up most of my income.
How much you pay in your student loans
Well, I pay about 500 right now.
per month?
Yes.
And how, do you have a car payment?
No.
Do you own or rent?
I live with somebody.
You pay any rent?
I pay groceries.
How much do you spend in groceries
300.
per month?
Yes.
All right, so you got 500 plus 300, you got 800, you're making 2,000 net per month. What other bills do you have?
I have my finances aren't really that great. I have like cash advance loans that I pay and personal loans that I pay. And that eats.
How much of that do you pay per month?
For right now, 500 a month.
All right, so you got, all right, what other bills?
Internet, 15 a month.
$15?
Yes.
How do you get $15 a month?
There's a special program.
Okay, go ahead.
And then I have.
You have electric, do you have to pay any electrical?
No, I don't pay electric or anything.
You sure get to fill your tank of gas, right? Which city do you live in?
Let me find out.
So you don't live far from the courthouse, which is good, meaning you don't have to drive far.
Correct.
All right, what else? How much do you think you can afford to pay monthly?
I would like to do $50 a month starting in July.
What's your position on that, Ms. Schneider?
Your Honor, I was looking for a 10-month payoff, so it would be like 80, I guess 83 a month.
Can you pay $65 per month starting July the 1st?
Yes.
I'm gonna order that, 65 per month, beginning July the 1st. Will you submit an order to me on both of those fronts? You can put the consent judgment separate, then the order for installment payments. You have to stay up with those, okay? And you understand, even if you're making those payments, I'm just telling you, they could garnish wages. I mean, not wages, but bank accounts and tax returns. Do you understand that?
Oh, I understand.
All right. Do you have any questions?
Not direct.
She'll submit the orders and you're all set, and I wish you well. Best of luck.
Thank you, Judge.
Do I have Anthony Hall and top
Ms.
speed?
Schneider?
Good morning. I didn't get a chance to look at your screening report till this morning. And I had a chance to look at it. Once again, you're here with your lawyer, Mr. Luke Knopfinger. The file number here is 26526FY. This started out as a felony. Carrying concealed weapon, operating while intoxicated, and carrying a firearm while under the influence of alcohol. They didn't charge felony firearm, which I'm not sure they can do that on these facts. Anyway, the matter was reduced to operating while intoxicated and possession of a firearm while intoxicated. The CCW charge was dismissed. Abby Stoll is here for the prosecutor. And I appreciate the fact that they're here. Also, Matt Huff is here, who prepared the screening report. Mr. Knopfinger, what would you like me to know? Abigail, what's your thought here?
I'll defer to Mr. Huff, Your Honor.
Matt, you and I talked about this last week, Thursday or Friday. And then I got a chance to read the report here this morning. What else would you like me to know?
Well, I would echo the sentiment that Mr. Decker's attorney put forward, that he does recognize he has a problem, and that's promising. That he is full-fledged heading in the wrong direction here. The circumstances that day were not great. I think some of the firearm possession stuff was ignorance. Although it's obviously not a valid excuse to carry a firearm in your pocket with a loaded magazine inside of it while driving a vehicle at nearly twice the legal limit. But he recognizes that he's not doing well. He opened up to me, which I can appreciate, in regard to his substance abuse, how heavily he has been drinking, the reasons behind his drinking. That's not easy to do to some random stranger on the other end of the phone. So I can applaud to a certain degree there, given all of the case factors. But I did think that additional day in jail is warranted. I mean, this could have easily been a felony on his record. He could have more convictions than just the operating while intoxicated. I don't say that without giving serious consideration to it as well. As a probation officer, I have a disposition towards usually simply focusing on the rehabilitation aspect. I think that Mr. Decker has an opportunity to turn his life around, but I think a day in jail drunk is different than a day in jail sober. And I think if he's going to do a day in jail at any point in his life, it's now, because it's going to send home that message and hopefully he doesn't return back. There's undoubtedly going to be some hurdles on his probation with his transportation situation, finances and whatnot. So I don't think it'll be an easy probation, but that he needs it. And so I'm willing to make that recommendation for a brief period of probation to see if he can't take care of business and essentially never come back.
That'd be a good plan. Mr. Decker, what would you like me to know?
And I haven't had a drink since that day.
Well, that's a good start. You were pretty honest with Matt that you would like just drink till you couldn't drink anymore and pass out. What bothers me in this case is you got this damn gun in your pocket. You got a 9mm in your pants pocket for whatever reason, I don't know. You're not even 21. I don't know if the gun is registered. You didn't have a permit.
It was unregistered, Your Honor.
So you got an unregistered gun, no CPL, magazine in your pocket. I don't remember whether there was one in the chamber. It's a good way. All right, well, good. That's a good way to shoot yourself in the foot or worse. And you're driving very poorly right in front of the cops because you were mad at a girl. You got a child. Hold your child. Do you pay any child support?
No.
You need a real job, not some off book under the table sort of thing. You need a job that would have benefits and insurance, and you could pay child support and get insurance for your child. Do you have any, do you see the child?
Yes.
Well, that's a plus. What do you, like last week, what did you do for work? Did you work last week? What'd you do? All right. Well, there's lots of roofs to be done here because of all the tornado damage. Where were you doing the roofs?
Marcellus Road.
All right. Who is your employer?
Steve Green.
All right. Are you on the books or just pays you cash?
Cash.
Yeah, you can't go on that way for too long. You probably do all right, but the problem is you're busy, then you're not busy. Fall comes, you don't have any work. February comes, you're not working. There's no benefits. You're not, it'll get you by in the short term, but not in the long run. Probably don't even get a 1099. So why'd you have this gun?
I don't even know, to be honest. I was being dumb.
Yeah, I'm glad you didn't shoot yourself. You don't need a gun, especially when you're drunk. But I think this was a wake-up call. I think you were pretty straight up with Mr. Huff. But on the firearm, are you working today?
Yes.
Where at?
9th Street.
I'm going to do a 12-month probation. We'll try something. In the gun charge, I'm under 3 days jail, credit 1, leaving 2 days to serve, which will be scheduled by the probation department. The fine is 0. Firearm is forfeited. How much did you pay for it?
200.
Oh, that's $200 down the drain. You gotta lose your driver's license, which isn't great, but that was the deal that was struck here. I'm gonna do it. I don't need to do a probation in the other case. 12-month probation in the drinking driving case. The recommendation was for 10 days jail. Credit 1. 10 days jail, credit 1, leaving 9 days to serve. Of the 10 days, 7 are deferred, meaning you've got a weekend to do, concurrent with the firearm charge. There's a $300 fine, a $75 crime victims' rights fee, a $50 state minimum fee, $100 screening fee, $150 attorney fee, $480 probation oversight fee. Was there a police reimbursement requested? I didn't see one in your report, but Abby, do you have one? I don't know if you saw those first 2 kids that were out there doing dumb stuff at night and got into it with a neighbor, and the goal is for them not to come back. That's my goal for you, Mr. Decker. What? Well, let's take a look.
We don't have access to the jail roster.
Yeah. He got arrested on the 21st. He bonded on the 23rd. He does have.
Afternoon when he was arrested.
He did have 2 days.
I don't see a reimbursement question.
All right. 8 days to serve. I wanted him to do a weekend, but 1 day isn't worth it. I'm going to defer at 8. The firearm charge, he's got 1 day to do. He did post a $300 10% bond, which is $270. There apparently was no police reimbursement requested. You didn't order the victim impact panel either. Do you want that?
Yeah, I think it would be helpful here.
Uh, 300 plus 125 plus 100 screening fee, 150 attorney fee, 480 probation oversight fee, and a $32 for the victim impact panel, which is 1187 minus 270 is 917. If you do this in 6 months, they've taken additional 240 off of it, which would be 677, which is money you could use or could be used for child support as opposed to this. In order the victim impact panel, substance abuse counseling and treatment as directed, no drugs and no alcohol, including marijuana. If we tested you today, would you be positive for marijuana?
No, sir.
All right, so that's not an issue. But you need a big time out from alcohol to figure out which way is up. Just as directed. So what is left, Matt, is 1 day of jail on the gun charge.
Okay.
I'm gonna put in here, seek full-time employment. Problem is you're gonna lose your license. Oh, good. That's hard work. They pay a decent wage and they have good benefits. And you could walk to work from where you live. That would be, I know some people that work there and some that work there for a long time. That would be good for you, everybody that cares about you. All right, you go with Mr. Huff and he'll get you started done with his probation. All right, I'm a little disoriented by that weird, creepy background there, but we're gonna have to do it all week. Makes me look like I'm from outer space. The next matter is People versus Elizabeth Suzette Hodson, is how it was charged, 26529 FY, also known as Elizabeth Suzette Childers or Childers. Miss Hodson, how do you wish to be addressed?
I'm Childers now.
Okay. Defendant was charged with resisting obstructing a police officer, and the matter was reduced to an attempting to resist or obstruct a police officer. All of these are a result of the defendant's severe substance abuse disorder. This is a very hard case to even read. Defendant was very intoxicated. She's lucky to freeze to death. Mr. Nossinger, what would you like me to know?
Thank you, Judge. Elizabeth is here. She has the support of her husband, who's in the gallery. I think she recognizes the court's concern about the alcohol. And looking at the facts, Judge, in some ways, she is entitled to some jail credit. I ask the court to consider that. Yeah, it is concerning to read. But the client also doesn't have much memory of that night either. And there were some medications involved too that should be mixed. I understand the court's concern, and I think if the court is going to consider that alcohol or substance abuse, jail time doesn't really seem to be the answer. Judge, someone anticipate the court considering a term of probation. Again, she's the support of her husband, and I think this is a wake-up call for her.
Sorry, I had the camera locked. Ms. Stoll, what's your thought here?
Your Honor, it's clear that alcohol is the root cause of the trouble that the defendant finds herself in. Her PBT in the present case was a 0.317. That's blackout drunk. At the hospital, it seems that she's violent as well when she's drinking. At the hospital, she put officers at risk by kicking at them and being difficult. So I think a lengthier term of probation would be appropriate to sort of manage her alcohol and hopefully get her on the right track.
I think there's 4 days jail credit. Ms. Childers, what do you want to tell me?
It's been a really rough year. I feel like that day is just a bad day. I question the PBT a little bit because I don't feel like 30. I've never been a 0.30 in my life. So that really is confusing to me. I don't deny that I was, intoxicated. But it is a wake-up call. I was on heavy medications. I'm not making excuses. I'm just saying that it's the first time it's ever been that high, that bad. So I don't know. And I don't have any memory of that day until I saw my husband after, and I was able to put pieces together as to what happened. I don't know what happened, to be honest. I know I was intoxicated, but it's never been like that. So
I wish every one of these judgments didn't have a wrong number on it. Your case is very troubling to me. I had 2 previous drunk driving cases with you. Each case, you minimized your alcohol consumption. You're passed out drunk on the side of the road not very far from your house. It's March 21st. It's cold out. I don't question the PBT. You were 0.317 from beer. You were a handful plus a couple more handfuls. She blew a 317 on my PBT. She was transported to 3 Rivers ER. They have to take you to the hospital if you're a 3.2 or above. You were a 317. So they take you to the hospital, which is a bunch of hassle and expense. And then you're horrible at the hospital. The doctor requested a CT scan. The cops are there for hours with you because of her fall. Elizabeth became combative and struck Officer Flynn in the hand with her handcuffs, leaving an obvious bruise. When nurses attempted to remove Elizabeth's jewelry from her face before the CT scan, Elizabeth became combative again, swinging her arms and kicking at the nurse. So Officer Flynn walked away from him after her jewelry was off. She kicked him with both feet, barely missing him, then tried to blow snot on and spit at the nurse. So that was a bad night for all around. Then, just a few weeks later, you get arrested again and you're drunk when you assault your mother-in-law. And the police are called and you're again a horse's ass then. And you don't believe you have a substance abuse problem. I don't know what you were doing or where you were going, but you made a bad night for everybody at the hospital and at the police department. I have trouble finding these other cases because they're not under your name. The one that Judge Pattison saw you on Friday was March 21st. There were bond conditions that you're not supposed to use any alcohol. On April 26th, you got into it with your mother-in-law. And you were intoxicated and hit her in the head with a can. And that was reduced to disturbing the peace. You were on a bond condition. You weren't supposed to use any alcohol, and that didn't stop you a bit. And again, your cat ran out the door. You were more worried about the cat. You were uncooperative with the police. And so they didn't file a bond violation, but in fact, I don't know if you were on community correction supervision.
Yeah.
I'm not going to make any progress with you unless you acknowledge that you have a substantial issue. I had the issue with the second drug driving, which you haven't paid off. You haven't made a payment since January of 2025 on that second drunk driving that was out by the cemetery.
Yeah, Judge.
Yes.
My client would like to address the court, if she may.
Yes.
I understand it's a second drunk driving, but technically I took the plea on that one. I never was driving that night, and that was never so it's like
Well, you're not charged with drunk driving in this case. Fortunately, you weren't driving, but that case, the fact that you, whatever you got convicted of, the fact was we didn't. Here we are. You're still, it's like there's an excuse for everything. I was looking to see whether there was a bond condition. It's possible there wasn't. Pretrial release order. No drugs and no alcohol. All right, you did 4 days in jail. On your previous drinking driving case, you failed to complete paying the fines and costs, and you feel that you weren't driving. Anyway, that case isn't resolved. Yeah, this case where you caused a giant ruckus with the police and the hospital staff. You had a condition that you not use any alcohol, and you got arrested drunk within a month of this. And even now, it's all minimized. Under 25 days jail, credit 4, leaving 21 days to serve, starting right now. The fine is 0. There's a $75 crime victims' rights fee, a $50 state minimum fee, and a $150 attorney fee. That's $225. Excuse me. $275. Posted $100 of bond, $175 or 2 additional days before you're released. I'm not gonna put you on probation. You're gonna have to realize that you got a problem. And in each of these cases, when you get drunk, it affects a whole bunch of other people, including everybody from the police department and the sheriff's department. I'm gonna give you 21 days minus good time to think about it.
Judge, my client informed me that her daughter's graduation is on the 21st. I understand that. I understand the court's ruling. This would be sort of one opportunity for her to attend the graduation. So if the court would consider that, that she can attend that graduation, we would be appreciative.
Where is it?
Three Rivers.
I saw your daughter honors night. What time is it?
7 p.m.
For graduation. Gonna be released from 4 o'clock to 10 o'clock on May 21st to attend your daughter's graduation. Your daughter would greatly appreciate you getting sober. It's a burden that your whole family is carrying. And it isn't easy. You don't just say, well, all right, I'm going to flip a switch. But you don't do anything by just ignoring it. It's been a rough year for her, too. Shall take PBT upon return to jail. Oh, darn it. Every one of these judgments has a wrong number on it. Or will you give me a bunch of new judgments? They all got copied with a file number on them, so every one of these is wrong. All right, you go with the court officers. I don't wish you any ill, but you can't keep doing this. The sheriff isn't really gonna like that release condition, but graduation's important. But I don't want her to have a 6-hour opportunity to get drunk.
Yeah, you don't want to give her a big opportunity to get out there and take her daughter's graduation as an opportunity to get drunk. That's not something you want to do. Ladies and gentlemen, it has been a long day of court. And this is just a tiny bit of the stuff that I found. I had to throw all the McNally stuff together because, oh my goodness. Hold on. Okay. That'll be better. Oh man. But we had to start things off with Judge Stewart, with that crazy couple that we've seen just not even a week ago. And now they're back with the lady saying that the guy had already got the property on the sell. You know, Judge Stewart was not happy about that. Judge Dad had one of those days where he was just kind of disappointed with everybody, in and out, all day long. And Judge Middleton, that funky background, man. Oh my dear God. I almost couldn't pay attention to the cases going on in this courtroom because of the alien background that he's being forced to use for the next week, I believe. We'll see how that goes. Ladies and gentlemen, before we get too far departed, we want to say a very special thank you to some very special friends. Kiranoth X25, you wonderful supporters. Hey, I just saw that little last minute donation there. Thank you very much for that. Mary Beth R, sending those floating hearts for 10 jewels, whatever that means, ladies and gentlemen. It's important. I know it is. Somewhere out there, it's a world, a sci-fi world in some parallel universe was saved because that super chat was sent. Ladies and gentlemen, thank Mary Beth R for saving that parallel world wherever it may be. I thank her. And I thank everybody else who hung out tonight and lurked. You all have saved a parallel world in some individual way. What a weird way to end a courtroom compilation series. Okay, I'm your lone wolf Usul. I am your host of these crazy little get-togethers where I find all these court cases from the day they happen and we watch them the night they went down. And I'll have a lot more compiled together over the next week or so. Some of the stuff I found today will end up on Saturday. Some of it will end up coming out 4 a.m., noon, in individual releases with weird little outro songs because that's just fun. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for hanging out with me tonight. Allie B, Fat Boy is back, Marzi, Becky, Bob Smith, Mama, Rhonda. I am your lone wolf Usul. I'm your host of these little get-togethers. I'm your curator of the court gallery. We're going to watch some Wolfbot, but I am out. Night, y'all. Oh, I forgot. You need to remember this one thing. No matter where you be, there you are. I got nothing else. Go away. Watch Ferris Bueller's. No, go watch Wolfbot. Watch Wolfbot. Like, subscribe. All that stuff. I'm melting. I muted too soon.